You see those shavings? And that pretty,
Yeah, on top of the penny.
the pretty penny. That saves the day.
That's awesome. There's an American penny there for all my American folks.
You see how nice it seals it?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Prior to living in a vehicle, if anybody had an engine conversation with me, my mind would just like hear this little white noise come over it, and I would just nod my head, yeah, uh-huh, and not listen to a damn word because I never cared. But now that I live in a vehicle and that engine is a major part of my home, oh yeah, right now I'm listening.
Those are the old injectors, and inside of these boxes are the new injectors. There you go. There's the brand new ones. I paid a $400 core fee for those, and when these go back to them, I get the money back. I'm gonna put these in Ziploc bags so they don't leak in transit. So these get packaged up and sent back to the good old US of A.
Here are the beautiful injectors that we're gonna do on this beautiful ambulance anyway. So anyway, the whole reason was, this old injectors was already old and tired, and the injector caps was already worn out. And I suggested to Chrome, instead of going with stock injectors, let's just go with a single shot 1.5, stage 1.5, so it gives you a little bit more performance, better fuel economy. But in order to run those, we needed a Hydra chip, a tuner to run these injectors, because if you have split shot injectors in your truck, you will not be able to run the single shot without a tuner. And then in the same time, you can upload different kind of tunes, like if you're climbing mountain passes, you're coming down a hill, fast idle. It helps you with the engine brake.
So like if I have a setting for like there's a car beside me who wants to go rip it from an intersection, there's one.
Well, you can smoke them out. You can roll coal if you want. Just like block them out, or you can just take off and they look, what the hell happened here? Is this guy that fast,
So he was saying on here too, like if I have doing like a high mountain pass, I can have a setting in here just for that hill, so I can hit it on the hill, so that thing doesn't have to work its face off and be super hot the whole time. He goes, you could literally hit that setting and that thing will just rip up that mountain at a good solid pace and be good, all because of this little thing that gets programmed. So yeah,
that little thing has to do with the injector, because it's a bigger interior, the inside of the injectors are bigger. It's I think it's 170 cc or something like that. So they are bigger. They are more fuel economical, but they are there when you need that power. Plus, we're gonna have the turbo too, because you do all this, you have to upgrade your turbo to perform all together, right?
We did that too.
Yes, we did. So yeah.
Hey guys, we just got a phone, Dirty Diesel.
Thank you for calling Dirty Diesel Customs. You're looking for sales, press 1. You're looking for service, press 2. The 3 buttons, your magic entrance to the tuning department. Or you can press 4 for shipping. You're calling from the US and A, why don't you go ahead and press 5.
Press 1. We need sales.
Thank you for calling sales. Please wait while we connect you to the next available agent.
Oh, hey there. I got some good news and I got some bad news. Bad news is they can't make it to the phone right now. The good news is I got myself a screaming deal on it.
Having the chance to customize absolutely everything on this ambulance build makes it super appealing about selling my van and moving into the Ambo full time. Think about the engine here, we have a chip in it, so I could do a setting in there. Let's say number 3 setting is climbing uphill. Maybe the number 4 setting is engine brakes, so when I'm going down those high mountain passes out here in BC, I don't gotta ride my brakes the whole time and, maybe save on some brake pads. It's so cool of all the settings that we can do to this thing. I'm stoked.
I was leaking big time. That's why we had all that crap in there, right? And maybe painted, black,
perfect.
right? So
That's the motor mount?
Yeah. So then it gives us more room to
Perfect.
clean and do all that kind of stuff, right?
He's got a hole in his thumb there. I'm pretty sure his hole is not the same reason why I have one. I have a hole in mine so I could hit my my record button on my cell phone.
One thing I know I am guilty of myself. After 5 years of being in my van, I know my van thoroughly. I don't know what's going on underneath the hood though. And I think that's something that most van lifers don't do, is at least have a bit of an understanding on what powers your home.
It's funny because that inside where the dipstick's mounted looks really pretty on the inside.
Yeah. Well, probably they missed the gasket, right? Because that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
It's not necessary to put that kind of... If you
Yeah,
have no good o-ring.
I figured maybe they glued it like that because it was like rotted, but it looks fine.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
A lot of people, when they're out there looking at getting into weekend van life or doing a great big expedition trip with the boys or the girls, or they're looking at doing a camper van full time, they focus on the inside, making things look pretty, like where to put your stove and your garbage can and your shoes and your clothes and how to build the ultimate bed and what you're going to do for ventilation and lighting and batteries and solar. They focus on so much on the living part of their vehicle. And I know people really aren't into the mechanical stuff because I see it in my views. The views on these videos are lower, so I know people just aren't interested. But I think maybe that's something where a lot of van lifers fail. They educate themselves on everything to do with how to live in a van, how to build the camper van, but having a bit of knowledge on what moves all that stuff is just a smart idea. I know after all these years of being in my van, that's something I'm going to do going forward. I just want to have a bit of a better understanding on when something goes wrong and I'm out there in some strange town somewhere.
Oh yeah, so much better.
Yeah.
More and more things that we need to clean and get painted. But as he pulls more things off there, it's gonna make it way easier to kind of paint the block and stuff. It was funny, in this picture online that inspired me to do the lime green color on that engine. I don't know, I think just the silver, the black, and the green are gonna be a nice contrast. I also found another picture as a good reference. All right, that one there is that engine there. So my thought on it was to pretty much just about copy this one because the oil pan on the bottom that we have is black. And so we're gonna do this. So this will be lime green. This will be black. That will be lime green. Bunch of the brackets and stuff, we're gonna do silver and stuff on the top. But yeah, it'll be just like this. So part of the turbo will be silver, part of the turbo, that's the round thing right there. Will be done just like that, but in green. What do you think?
Is painting that engine all nice and fancy really necessary? Nope, not at all. We could bomb it black, shove it back in the hole, and be done with it because a van engine, you can never see it when it's in there anyway. Those things are so wedged in, you just can't see it anymore. So it's unnecessary. But I'll know it's green, and so will you.
Once we gonna prime this guy out.
That's the rear main seal.
Yes, all that goop. Yeah, this was worn out pretty bad. You can tell. Look at man. I mean, like, come on, really?
you don't have to do that much. I mean, look at that. See, this was the one that was all burned out.
It's little things like that that I think people need to know, like where your rear main seal is and what it looks like. That way, if you ever hit a mechanic shop and they say, hey, your rear main seal is leaking, you understand what they're talking about at least.
I know you probably miss your home. That thing used to live in there. Trust me, when you go back there, you're going to be bigger, stronger, and way more pretty. I'm gonna paint you lime green. Yes, yes I am. It's the inside of the heartbeat of my, what quite possibly may be my new home. I'm sitting where that engine used to live. It's so cool to see the heartbeat of that beast sitting here, stripped down, completely naked, like half of it's inside of there and all inside of. How is he gonna know where this stuff goes back? The deeper we dig into this ambulance project, the more I am personally getting attached to it. And it's all because of Lauren. Lauren has attached the backstory to me, and him being here, bringing that backstory to my present life has changed it. To hear the stories he's telling me about this engine and how it functions and how it works, and about all the different upgrades that we're adding to it and how much horsepower it's gonna add, and having that chip, are you serious? Pushing a little button and I could change settings in it so this thing will perform better, stronger, better gas mileage, or more powerful when I need it. Stuff like that really makes me really excited about this. I went for dinner with Emmy the other day, and all I could talk about is my ambulance. That is, you know you're stoked on something when that's on your conversation, when you're hanging out with your girlfriend, having dinner, and all you want to talk about is that thing. She just sat there, looked at me, she's like, you're really excited about this, aren't you? I'm like, yes, I am. Because I don't sit there across from dinner and talk about this thing. It's just my home to me right now at this point. But this has me super, super pumped up. But anyway, guys, hopefully some of these videos will teach you guys a bit about things that I don't know. Mechanical stuff. Where's Cruzy been? On the sunny days, I've had Cruzy's been outside of the shop a fair amount, sitting by his favorite tree at the front of the yard here. And today was a chilly day and he didn't want to be in here at all, so Mr. Cruzy sat in the van for a little bit today, came in here, chewed on a bone and played a little bit. But you don't like it when too many people are making noise in here, do you? He's like, obviously, Dad. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching today's video, and we'll see you guys soon with whatever other adventures my van life gets us up to. Hey, buddy. Bye, Cruzy. Gotta get up. Oh, my boot. Alright, guys. Nighty night. Nighty night, motor. We'll see you on another video soon.
If you guys like what we're doing here, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to support the madness, come on over and join us on Patreon. Hit the join button down below here if you want to join YouTube memberships, or if you just want to throw us a little thank you, or maybe, I don't know, feed the mechanic. Just hit the thanks button below this video. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys really soon. I'm really getting a backcountry itch, so I think it's time for us to go out and find some dirt pretty soon. These shop days have been really productive, but I miss the dirt.